I, Dr. Jitesh Shinde, welcomes you to my channel Learning Made Easy. Topic for today's discussion is binary code. The subtopics of binary code are non-weighted code, XS3 code and gray code. In my previous session, I have discussed one of the classification of binary code, that was weighted code. In this session, I shall be discussing only non-weighted code and its example, that is XS3 code and gray codes. Let's revise few points regarding self-complementing code. If a 9th complement of a decimal number is equal to 1's complement of a given code, then the given code is said to be a self-complementing code. That is, in weighted code, one of the example was 2421 code. Okay, so here let's consider the example for 6. Okay, 1's complement of 6, this is the 2421 representation for decimal digit 6. Okay, 1's complement for 6 representation in 2421 code is 0 0 1 1. Okay, next step, compute 9's complement of 6. 9 minus 6, we are getting 3. 9 minus 6, here we are getting 6. Okay, so binary representation for 3 is 0 0 1 1. Okay, if we observe this number and 1's complement, we can see that the two numbers are equal. So from this analysis, we can conclude that if 1's complement of a given code is equal to 9's complement of a decimal number, is decimal number here is 6, is equal to 9's complement of a decimal number, then the given code is a self-complementing code. This condition is getting satisfied for 2421 code, hence it is a self-complementing code. 2421 code is an example of weighted code because each bit has some weight associated with it. Okay, let's see. We shall be using this concept in one of the type of the non-weighted code. Non-weighted code. Non-weighted code do not have any weight associated with each bit of the code word. The examples of the non-weighted code are XS3 code and gray code. Let's study the first topic of non-weighted code, XS3 code. XS3 code is a non-weighted code and it's an example of self-complementing code. How we are getting XS3 code? We are getting XS3 code, okay, by adding, for example, say this is, we are getting XS3 code from BCD digit. Okay, valid BCD digits are ranging from 0 to 9. So whatever the example we are getting, okay, decimal digit format, so it will be consisting of digit 0 to 9 only. Say the input decimal digit is 3. I want to get the XS3 decimal code, okay, in decimal format. So the step here is 3 and we need to add 3 to the given decimal digit. The answer here is 6. So the XS3 code for 3 is 6. For example, 4. Okay, just add plus 3 to it, the result will be getting 7. The XS3 representation for decimal digit 4 is 7. Okay, for 9, okay, the XS3 representation for decimal digit 9 we can get by adding plus 3 to it, the result is 12. Okay, so let's see in binary format. Okay, say we are considering a number, say 4. Okay, 4 decimal digit, its binary representation is 0 1 0 0. Okay, XS3 code are derived from BCD digits, hence we have to go with 4-bit binary representation. XS3 code are derived from BCD digit, hence 4 we are representing using 4 binary bits. Next step, add plus 3 to it, that is binary representation for plus 3 is 0 0 1 1. Okay, so answer here will be getting 1 1 1 0. Okay, plus decimal 3 if I am adding, the result is 7. So similarly in binary format we need to add 0 0 1 1, the result here will be getting 0 1 1 1. This is the logic to get the XS3 code for the decimal digit. Okay, the XS3 code basically we are deriving from the BCD digit. So decimal digit should always be in the range of 0 to 9. okay, to get the valid access3 code. So from this analysis, we can conclude that access3 code are derived from BCD digits by adding +3 to it. Okay. Further, the valid access3 code digits are ranges from 3 to 12, and invalid access3 code digits are 0, 1, 2 and 13, 14, 15. Okay. Access3 code are derived from BCD digit. The first BCD digit is say 0. Okay, if I add +3 to 0, the result I will be getting, okay, 3. Okay, hence the access3 code starts from 3. Okay, and the last BCD digit is 9. If we add +3 to it, we'll be getting answer 12. So the last valid access3 code digit is 12. So what are the digits missing here? 0, 1, 2 and 13, 14 and 15. Okay, so here the access3 code representation. Here, since the access3 code are derived from BCD code, hence only the decimal digit ranging from 0 to 9 are being considered here. Okay, so let's consider the example for 5. Okay, so 5, how we can add 5? Just now I explained. 5 plus 3, 8. 8 in binary representation is 1 0 0 0. 7, okay, 7 plus 3, 10. 10 in binary representation. Thus the access3 code for decimal digit 7 is 10 in decimal format. In binary format, answer is 1010. The remaining digits also you can derive in the same way. Further, in the previous slide we have seen that access3 code is a self-complementing code. Let's study how it is. How access3 code is a self-complementing code. Let's try to verify this case. 5, okay, the access3 representation for 5 is 5 plus 3, 8. Binary representation is 1 0 0 0. Add +3 to it, sorry, compute 1's complement for access3 representation for 5. So 1's complement, if we are computing, we are getting 0 1 1 1. Next step, compute 9's complement of 5. 9 minus 5. 9 minus 5, result is 4. Result is 4. What is the access3 representation for 4? The access3 representation for 4 is 0 1 1 1. From this observation, we can conclude that access3 1's complement of, we can conclude that 1's complement of access3 code representation of 5 is equal to access3 code representation of 9's complement of 5 is equal to 9's complement of 5. Hence, the given code is a self-complementing code. Okay, more clearly we can code this in wordings as, if 1's complement of an access3 code is equal to access3 code for the 9's complement of the corresponding number, then in that case we can say that access3 code is a self-complementing code. Okay, let's verify it for with another digit. Okay, let's go with say 7. Okay, 7 representation. 7 representation is 1 0 1 0 1 0. First step, compute 1's complement. So answer here will be getting 0 1 0 1. Now 9's complement of 7. Next step, compute 9's complement of 7. 9 minus 7. 9 minus 7, result is 2. Result is 2. So access3 code representation for 2 is this one. Okay, 0 1 0 1. So this, from this and from this, what we observe that 1's complement of access3 code representation of 7 is equal to access3 code representation of 9's complement of 7. Okay, that is 2, means 0 1 0 1. Hence the access3 code is a self-complementing code. Okay, same thing has been written here in this slide. Example. Convert a decimal number 81.62 to XS3 code. Okay, the simplest example here is, say we are considering here 35. We want to convert this decimal number to an XS3 code. First step, add to each digit. Okay, this is my first BCD digit, this is my second BCD digit. Basically XS3 code are derived from the BCD digit. So add 3 to each digit, add 3 to each digit. So what the answer here will be getting? 3 plus 3 is 6, 5 plus 3 8. Okay, now find the binary representation in 4-bit pattern. Okay, so here the answer is 0 1 1 0. Here we are using the knowledge of 8421 code. For 8 the answer is 1 0 0 0. Okay, so this is my binary representation, okay, in XS3 format. Okay, so XS3 format here we need to write here for 35 digit decimal digit. Okay, in decimal format the answer is 68. In binary format XS3 representation is 011011000. Okay, now let's go with the example listed in the slide. Now 81.62, so here to each digit what we need to add? We need to add 3. So 33 radix point 33. Okay, so what will be getting here in the answer? 3 plus 2 5. Okay, 5 we have I got here. 6 plus 3 9, 9 we have got. 3 plus 1 4 and 8 plus 3 11. Next step, okay, each decimal digit, okay, we here we need to convert it into 4-bit binary pattern. So the result here is 1011 for 4 0100. This is radix point. For 9 1001, for 5 0101. Okay, in this way we can obtain we can convert a decimal number to XS3 code. This is decimal representation of XS3 code and this is binary representation, okay, for XS3 code. Now convert the XS3 code 101010 radix point 101011 into BCD and decimal number. Now here the reverse process has been asked. In the previous example decimal number was given and we were supposed to find XS3 code. Now here the XS3 code is given and we are being asked to compute the BCD and decimal number. So let's consider with the example. Say the number is 1 0 1 0 1 1. Okay, dot say 1 0 1 0 1. Okay, for the integer part, this is my integer part. Okay, for the integer part form a group of 4 bits. This is my one group, form a group of 4 bit. Second group, this will be, okay, this is 0 1 only. Okay, this is 1 0. So what I need to do here, append 2 zeros at the MSB to form a group of 4 binary bits. So in this way a group of 4 binary bit has been formed. Next step, replace each group by its equivalent decimal digit. 1011 using the knowledge of 8421 code, 8 plus 2 10, 10 plus 1 11. Okay, and here 0 0 1 0. So what here we are getting? 2. Okay, now 11 minus 3 we need to compute here. 11 minus 3, this is XS3 code representation. So result here will be getting 8. Now here what we are getting? XS3 code digit 2. 2 is a invalid decimal invalid XS3 digit. 2 is an invalid XS3 digit. So I cannot compute here the decimal number. So I need to modify my statement here. Okay, so I am modifying the statement here. Okay, so here I am modifying the input again. Say I am placing here 1 and 1. Okay, now the input I had modified. Now here the grouping again we are doing. Okay, now here what the after grouping what we are getting? 7. Okay, 7 is a valid XS3 code digit, so we can compute here the answer. 7 minus 3, the result here we are getting 4. Okay, for the fraction part, okay, we have to move towards this side. Okay, so here 1010 is the first group, we have to move to a right hand side. So 1010 means 10. Okay, so 10 minus 3, the result we are getting 7. Now here only 1 is present, so I need to here append 3 zeros to form a group of 4 bits. So this digit is 8. Okay, so 8 minus 3, the result here will be getting 5. Okay, so first in the earlier we have, whatever the input I have considered for this part, okay, it was giving the invalid XS3 digit, that's why I had modified this portion. Okay, so this is the logic. If the XS3 code input is given, okay, convert it into decimal format, okay, by grouping 4 bits, by moving towards the left hand side for the integer part. For the fractional part, form a group of 4 binary bits by moving towards the right hand side. Okay, compute the decimal digit for each group. Okay, after that subtract 3 from each digit, you will be getting XS3 code, we will be getting decimal digit 48.75. after that you can represent in binary format, you will be getting BCD representation. Okay, so BCD representation answer will be 0 1 0 0 1. For 8, 1 0 0. For 7, this is radix point, 0 1 1 1. For 5, the result will be 0 1 0 1. This will be my answer. Okay, same thing has been repeated here. Okay, my first group 1010. Okay, here I need to append here 0, so 0 we need to be appended here. So the answer will be here be getting for 1010 means 10. Okay, so and for 010 means 4, and for here 1010 means here 10 again, and this 11, 2 zeros needs to be appended here, so it is will be 12. Next step, subtract 3. Okay, on subtracting 3, what will be getting here? 1, 10 minus 3 7, 10 minus 3 7, 12 minus 3 9. Binary representation 0 0 1 0 1 1 1. For 7, radix point. So for 7, binary representation 0 1 1 1 0 0 1. So in this way we will be getting BCD representation, and in decimal format the answer will be 17.79. Okay, in this way we can compute a BCD number and decimal number for a given XS3 code input. So in this session we have learned one of the type of a non-weighted code, that is XS3 code. Thank you.